Hi, welcome to HeKate's Crossing. Now, I may have shared with you the Napoleon's Book of Fate. Now, it's its own system, it's got its own questions and everything like that. But for me, I found it was something that was going to take a long time to sort of get to know, and I haven't really wanted to do that. What I wanted to do was actually use it with my dice. And so what I did was, I know I've got 6 dice here and I only need 4. So what I did was, I thought about a question, and I'm just going to say, for an example, what do I need to know at the moment? Just nice and easy, and I'm going to draw, do four dice. Okay, so dice number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I've done this round the wrong way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the numbers are 6, 2, 6, and 1. So what I did was, what do I need to know right now? So I looked up what number 6 is to begin with. So what is number 6? It says, set not thy mind on searching after that which both been hidden, but attend diligently to the duties of thy calling. So it's about focusing on what you need to do at this time, right? Now, number 2 talks about she shall have sons and daughters. So it does talk about your children in some aspect. Now, doesn't necessarily always, you can do that as symbolically. Could be other children that are around you. It could be your animals. Could be a project that's your baby in some way. Okay, so it could be talking about that. So it's talking about something that is hidden. I'm not worrying about what's been hidden, but actually look at what's really important that you need to actually do. It could be in relation to your babies or your children at some stage. Again, we've got this set of focusing again on your children, etc. And then you have number 1, which talks about, as the glorious sun eclipseth the light of the stars, so will the partner of thy bed be accounted the fairest among women. So as the glorious sun eclipseth the light of the stars, so we're talking about the day begins, as the day begins, the partner, so whoever your partner, your bed partner is, or your someone, so you're talking about a relationship with someone, that they are accounted the fairest among women. So we're talking about, or so maybe we're talking about another woman that you're very close to, or someone that you spend quality time with. Could be to do with that. Okay, the other thing you can do is, okay, let's add up the numbers. 6 and 2 are 8. 8 and 6 are 14. 15. Okay, so let's look at what number 15 is. Bestow careful culture on the sapling, and when the tree arriveth at maturity, it will produce. So it's talking about being mature, growing, developing within oneself. So that's quite interesting when you look at doing what's really important as you really focus on your babies, your children, your project, in some way, acknowledging the quality of a partner, of someone being quite close to you, as you grow maturity and carefully. So quite interesting when you look at it like that. Because we can't do, I know there's 4 numbers, but it's only when it starts with 1000, when it starts with a 1, because the biggest number in this is 1024. So it's not going to be 1024 is the number here. So it's not, that's not going to happen. But it just sort of gives you an idea. Let's do this again. Can you tell me about, let's talk about career. So we're talking about career, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's interesting. So we've got 2s. There's 2s which, again, about children. So children seems to be quite important in the process. And 4 talks about not having any enemies who can bring any degree injury to thee. So it's about being with friends, being with people who are kind and caring. And so really, when you're focusing on your children and everything, and you don't have any enemies, and the next card is 12. Oh man, be prepared for any change of fortune. So even though you may not have any enemies or anything like that, your luck can change even when you're focusing on your children, etc., in regards to work and career. Interesting. So that's sort of what I've done. Sort of just mucking around, really finding different ways to use the dice. I know there's lots of ways to use the dice in readings. You'll find lots of ways online. This was just one way. I just sort of wanted to have a muck around, have a little play with it. I mean, you could do something like choose 3 dice, right? There's this here. And you could ask a particular question. So for example, the question here is, inform me, if any, of all of it which relates to the person I will marry. Okay, the person I will marry. So you've got a question here. So this is the way I would do it. Instead of trying to answer all the questions, get all the answers. So here we've got here. So I'm going to shuffle the dice. 3 things. So it's 6, 4, 3. Inform me of any of all the particulars which relate to the woman I will marry. So I do 6, 4, 3, right? So let's go into 6, 4, 3. Where are we? Let's see what the answer would be. Person I will marry. Instruct my children, show them good examples, and fear not for their happiness. So this to me, sort of even saying that, if we're talking about, so we're talking about someone who's going to be good to my children, good to the children that I already have. Interesting. So there's lots of, so it does give you some questions that you could ask. Shall I live to an old age? Shall I have to travel by sea or land to reside in foreign? So say if someone comes to you with a question in particular, shall I make or mar my fortune by gambling? Shall I be involved in litigation? Shall I ever be able to retire from a business with a fortune? So there are some questions that can be answered. So it was just something a bit different that I wanted to sort of try, something to share with you. You know, what other dice meanings do you have? I mean, you could do where you do like a two, and using the numbers 1. And of course, this could be an angel number. You've got 11 here. Or it could be a sense of building foundations in some way, as you overcome any challenges, etc., using them like numerology. There's lots of ways to use dice. I just want to share something really quick and easy. So that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And I'll go into a bit more of this book if you want me to. Just let me know if you want me to sort of be a bit more specific about this book. If you want me to explore a little bit more about Napoleon's Book of Fate, the Ancient and Classic Oracle, I will read and do a little bit more if you wish. Anyway, take care. Don't forget to check the links below, check the links on my channel, like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care.